Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to K Plays Minecraft. Last episode, we talked about bad things in bad movies. We finished up our pillar down below us, and we realized that we needed an additional light source, so I'm going to the Nether. Last episode, we cast a Nether portal. And we're just going to tear down the sides of it right now as we get it made. You can see it kind of taking shape there. Here we go. Okay, we've definitely got this. We're gonna have to head inside here in just a minute, though, because it's getting dark, and I don't want to be out here after the wee hours. The witching hour, quite literally in my case, unfortunately. Alright, let's head inside. It's too dark for me to want to remain out here long enough to do any nether-related goodness. Oop. Oh, that kind of stung a little bit. Ah, peaceful rest. Okay, good. Everything is fine. I don't see anything weird going on down there. We're good. I'm going to drop off some of the unnecessary things here. I don't need that sand now. Where did those 2 dirt blocks come from? When did I break dirt? I don't even remember. I'm just not all together, apparently. But these can go inside. I will need my tools. I think I have adequate shovel and pick to do a little exploratory nether work. And we should be all good on that front. Anything up there? No, so the miscellany chest will have my dirt for now. And I will need my food, so I bring my food. Alright, did I keep my... Yes, flint and steel. Always bring a flint and steel with you, because if you lose your nether portal to, like, a ghast shot, you are gonna be having a terrible day. Oh yeah, that's where the 2 dirt came from right there. Boop. Okay, so we've made a nether portal. Let's check it out. Where did we end up in the nether? Boo. Alright, we have no idea what we're up against in here. We haven't been in the nether this time. And it's not too bad looking. Looks like we can work with this. What the heck is that stuff? Oh, it's gravel, that's right. There's gravel in the nether, yeah. I see some quartz. That's pretty block to work with. I got zombie pig guys. Some nice lava falls with a lighting glitch, apparently. Zombie pigmen. What's that good stuff down there? That looks interesting. I've not seen that yet. That's from before my time, apparently. Let's just punch out some fire so we can traverse this area more safely. It's not like lighting matters in the nether. There we go. Yeah, that's gravel. I want... Ooh, lots of chunks trying to load. I want to get my hands on some of that glowstone, but I don't want to lose track of where the heck I am relative to that. So let's go for the easy-looking glowstone that's over here for now. I would also like to find some nether wart and a fortress. Yeah, it's going to be a little... Ah, what the... Where did you come from? Ow! What? 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 Where did... What? Oh, okay, he's down there. He's down there. Look, you little shit. We need to talk. I need to leave you the hell alone. This is a bad plan, actually. Let me just sprint over here where he won't see me anymore, and then I can just do whatever. Can I see my portal? Yeah, I know about my portal over there. Okay. What is that glowy stuff? That's not lava. But it doesn't look very pleasant, I must say. I really don't have arrows or anything to deal with them in any timely manner. So, is it shovel? No, it's pickaxe. That's right. Okay. We can get some nether rack. Whoa! Hello. You get the hell out of here, mister. Don't you try to pull that shit with me. There was a single lava murder block just hidden there waiting to get me. That's very mean. I don't appreciate that at all. Where the hell's that glowstone at? I know there is some down here. Oh, there it is. Found it. Whoa. Okay, so we're over something that kind of perturbs me, and I don't know about this thing, so I'm gonna have to investigate this block and determine what it is. You know, what it does and all. Okay, so that's the extent of it. That should be it. And oh god. Ah! You little fuck. Okay. Okay. Boom. Eat it. Ha! Oof. What is this? I feel like it's going to be bad for me. Let me throw a block on it. Okay, it doesn't destroy blocks, so should be okay. Ow! Ooh, it hurts. Okay, it does hurt. What is this stuff? Magma block. Cool. Okay. Well, that's neat. I dig that. Sure. Okay. Right now, though, I don't need that. So, away with you. That should be enough. Okay, let's get back up there. I love that creepy, oppressive nether music, though. Man, that's always fun. I hear you, angry baby. I know you're angry. You're baby and you're angry. That was a good little transition over. I made it. Woo. Okay, let's pick up all this good stuff because I really do need it. Before that's gonna make me what? 16 glowstone blocks back? That might be enough. I'm not totally sure, to be honest with you, if that's gonna be enough or not. But I know if I go back up here, I can find where I was. So, yep, there's my nether portal. Let's just get the well, this place is hell. So let's get the nether out of here. I think I've done enough nether adventure for the moment, and I want to see how many of these things I actually need. Let me out. Oh god. Okay. Now everything has to load again. Okay, we're good for now. Yep, everything's loading again. Okay, so we've made 17 of these damn things. That ought to be sufficient. I wonder what I can do with the magma block. I'll have to investigate and play with that. That's a big part of the fun for me, is getting to play with these things. This pick is doomed. Do I have any more iron? I do have a little. It's time to get a replacement pick. That's enough iron that I'm not too worried about breaking a pick. I'm about to start doing some deep mining, and I'll find me some iron for sure, so. And some gold. I've already got a little redstone. I'm going to figure out something fun to do with that. Alright. Boom. What's the light level now? Yeah, that's right. It's 14. Yeah, okay. Whoa, turned off my HUD for a second there. Whoopsie. I think this is enough of these glowstone blocks. Ooh. Did I screw up the placement of these things at some point? Surely not. I think I needed more bricks, but I don't care. You can't see it from the bottom, so it doesn't matter. Like, who really cares? There. This is only ever viewed from the top. Well, it is viewed from the... Okay, well, I can fix that too. That's quite fixable. I have the brick. Where's the bricks? There's the bricks. That's not enough of the bricks, damn it. Oh, I did have smooth stone. No, I put that smooth stone in there. I'm so confused at myself today. It's one of those days. Wait, that's right. I have more brick. Oh, I'm so stupid today. God. Just stop. Stop, Kay. Please. You're smarter than this. I'll just use this netherrack to pillar up and fix those. It's fine. Let me just... Okay. Let's knock this one out. Okay, that one needs a brick. Because it's supposed to look like that. That's the correct way it's done. And this one probably needs a brick too. I guess nope, I did that one right. Okay. Let's pillar. Everyone, yay. Everyone loves this part where you make a giant single block pillar into the sky to fix a stupid mistake that you didn't catch when you were building. That's fine though, because this thing is so large that like tiny build imperfections are an inevitability. So it's good to get them, you know, it's good to get it built and then you can just find the little things and fix them one by one. Ah, come on. There. Okay. Now any more that I do should be easily fixable. And that one is easily fixable, you see. Whoop. I hope there's enough of these. Wow, I really did just screw up a ton of these. Because that's supposed to be 2 blocks deep. Because I planned to potentially have nether, whatever the hell, glowstone in here at one point. That was my original plan, and I was like, oh, I probably don't need it. I can just do this. But, there we go. That looks pretty good. Okay. Let's see if we need to fish anything out of the water here. Eat some underwater bread. That'll be delicious. You just eat underwater. I do recall I think I already told this story of the Dungeons & Dragons game where, well, I'll tell it again, where I think it was a rogue, because it's always a rogue that tries to bend the rules of the game, tried to drink a potion underwater, and his DM said, no, you can't do that, you can't drink underwater. So the person who's playing the character took a bottle of beer, because it was D&D, obviously they had plenty on hand, and, and he went immediately to the DM's bathroom, filled up his bathtub, laid down in it, opened the beer bottle, and took a drink successfully to prove that he could drink his potion while underwater. It's just you have to drink it all in one go, otherwise, you just have to make a seal with your lips as you open it and like pull the cork with your teeth, force that away from you, and then drink. So it did work, and he did successfully end up ruling that in his favor afterwards. That, yep, the DM conceded that it is physically possible to do that, as he demonstrated. Okay, well, man, this episode's only halfway over. I feel like we've done so much. We went to the Nether. We finished our build here, I think, finally, completely. Oh, I hear ne'er-do-wells in the ne'er-do-walls. Don't worry, I've got plenty to do with them later. But yeah, also, if you ever want to just like speed trip down here, I guess, boop, you can just take the water route. So here we stand at the threshold of what will be a branch mine. And I really need to find a lighting solution, so I'll just put some torches here for now. This is going to be our branch mine. What level are we at? I think you want to be higher than this. This is 7. I think you want more like 14, but I'll look into that later. But that's going to be where we're starting to dig out, and if it is, it's fine. I'll dig up a little bit and then start the branch mine. I don't care. I just want to have like an aesthetically pleasing area. And this is going to have to come out a little bit because it's just too cramped. So we're going to dig a little bit down here today. Oh, already found something. Found some coal. That's good. I can use some more. I've spent a little bit of it on this project, as you might imagine. I've spent a lot of coal on this project. So I had to make a lot of iron picks to make it go at a not miserable pace. I would like this to be one higher. And this is not how I'm going to do my branch mine. This is going to be the entrance to the branch mine. And I want it to be a little fancy looking and a little rich looking. Because this is where our wealth is going to come from. So I want to, you know, have like a, you know, some diamond corner blocks or something in here looking snazzy later. Maybe some gold or something. This is the source of all of our income. And we've already found some iron just from digging the entrance, which makes me happy. Go. Oh, I did want to talk about a movie that I watched recently. And this was not... Boy, I didn't expect this one, let me tell you what. I was not fully ready for what I beheld. Let me go get my smooth stone so I can clean up down here while I tell you this story. Okay, so I watched a movie. And it was ostensibly going to be like a monster movie. It was a Bigfoot movie. Which... Like, I like Bigfoot movies, okay? Bigfoot's kind of lame as far as movie monsters go, because he's just a monkey. But, like, I've seen good monster movies where the monkey was the monster. Nemesis is a very good movie. And the monster in that is just a monkey. But I don't think it's called Nemesis. And I think it got named... I think it's Shakma now? That's a good monster movie that has a monkey as the villain. It's just a little baboon, but he's scary as hell. But regardless, I watched a movie called Bigfoot versus DB Cooper, or DB Cooper versus Bigfoot, I think. Oh my god, what the hell? How do I even begin to explain this movie? Okay, so for those of you who... DB Cooper is a big part of, like, American mythology. Is a real person. For those of you who aren't American, you probably have no idea who D.B. Cooper is. D.B. Cooper is essentially the entire reason that airport security works the way it does nowadays. He basically caused us to write the book on what to do about skyjacking. He's a very famous skyjacker, a very mysterious person, because we don't know who he was. His real identity was never found. This gentleman who identified himself as D.B. Cooper... boarded a plane. I can't remember the flight. It might have been American Airlines. I can't remember. But it was a specific model of plane that he chose because you could open the back door of the plane, essentially, while it was in flight. And you can't do that anymore on any plane. He's the reason that you can't. But he boarded the plane. After the plane was in flight, he... gave a letter to one of the stewardesses, and he said to the stewardess in the letter, you know, I have a bomb. This is a very real threat. He showed her briefly his little case that he brought on, and it had wires and dynamite in it, so she was inclined to believe him. He said, okay, so what's going to happen in the instructions he gives her is the plane's going to land like here. It's going to let all the passengers off except for me, you, and the pilot and co-pilot. And then they're going to have for me three parachutes, or like 4 parachutes or something. There's a bunch of parachutes, a bunch of money, like millions and millions of dollars. And it's going to refuel the plane there, or I'm going to blow everything up. It's like, and then the plane's going to refuel, it's going to take off, and that's the end of your obligation to me. So what happens is the plane does everything that he says, because obviously they were taking his bomb threat very credibly. The plane takes back off with just him on board, the stewardess, and the 2 pilots. He gives them their parachutes, I believe, or something. He takes a parachute, and he tells the stewardess to go into the cockpit with the pilots, close the door, and don't come back out for any reason until the plane lands next. He has them fly over the Washington, basically forests, because Washington State actually has some pretty untapped wilderness in it. There's some places that you can go and you can just be gone in. So at some point during that flight, he opened the back door of the plane in flight and bailed out with his parachute and his money. And this was the most ballsy and ridiculous thing to do. Like, this is a crazy way to pull this off. But he did. And he disappeared, and he was never seen again. And the prevalent theory is that he did actually die in the Washington forests, because none of that money has ever entered circulation. None of the serial numbers on that money is ever used. So either he put it away for a very long time, or he just didn't make it. But no one ever found out who he really was. We don't know who D.B. Cooper is to this day, and he is a great part of, like, Americana. He's a almost legendary figure. This terrible movie posits that he actually ran afoul of Bigfoot out in the Seattle, like the what is it, the Puyallup Barrens, I think. There's a couple places in the U.S. where you can absolutely vanish forever. One of them is used to be Puyallup or Puyallup. I can't pronounce it. John's going to come in as our Washingtonian and correct me, I'm sure. The other one is the Jersey Pine Barrens, which is on the other side of the country. These are some pretty untamed areas, actually, by and large, I'm to understand. And so, you know, Bigfoot could totally be there, sure. Like, the logic of that movie is fine in that. Okay, the movie posits that D.B. Cooper actually ran afoul of Bigfoot. That's what really happened. And I was like, okay, sure. I'll accept that. I don't care. That's fine. What I expected was like a monster movie about D.B. Cooper and maybe some like campers or something fighting off Bigfoot, while D.B. Cooper tries to like keep his money safe or something, you know, because that's got to be like the whole point. He's got to be in it for his money because he's the skyjacker, bad guy, and everything. What I got was softcore gay porn, and like. The what I expected tier and what I saw, 2 very different things. Like, I did not come into that going for that. Like, I don't object to gay porn. Me being a largely asexual person, I am still attracted to men. It's complicated. Being asexual is super complicated. Maybe that'd be a good topic for another episode. But I was like, okay, that's fine. Like, I didn't go into this expecting this. I am surprised, but not, like, unhappy. Until I started to actually watch the movie, and then I realized, wait, this isn't even porn. It's just awful. It's some guys who are the worst actors I've ever seen, constantly going to this, like, cabin, going upstairs, going down to their underwear, and flexing in front of the camera. And that was the whole movie. Like, every individual character did that at least once. It was the weirdest thing. I still don't understand what I was watching. But apparently, what I was watching was a movie by a director who goes under the pseudonym Richard Chasen. Which, think about it for a minute. Richard Chasen? Yeah, okay. I get it now. Cool. But this movie was awful. I couldn't even begin to explain this movie to you because I don't remember half of it because my mind shut off trying to watch this. And I gave up at some point. I don't even know how far into the movie I was when I was just like, I give up. This movie's awful. Like, I like bad movies, but this movie was exceptionally bad. It appeared to just be a bunch of, like, just beefcake shots of dudes in their underwear. And, like, they were attractive men, okay, but Like, I don't understand what was going on or what Bigfoot had to do with the movie, because Bigfoot was in the movie, and he would occasionally kill one of, like, the male model characters. Just out of nowhere. It was really awkward and weird. Like, I don't know what I was watching. Like, was it gay porn? Was it a monster movie? Was it trying to be... Because it failed at being anything. Like, it was not anything. It was not a movie. It was just awful. There was no real plot. D.B. Cooper was in the movie? Like, the character was supposed to be D.B. Cooper. Like, they depicted the skyjacking by having him in a bright white room and just occasionally having him say a line while the light was really bright, so you couldn't tell that he was just sitting in a room and not on an airplane, and they played, like, an airplane engine noise in the background. But, like, the skyjacking happened, and he landed with his parachute and his money, and he just fought Bigfoot, and there were guys who were totally not gay, I swear, but they were constantly checking themselves out and admiring themselves in the mirror a bunch. Like, excessively. Like, that was maybe 90% of the movie footage, and occasionally Bigfoot would show up and kill somebody. Like, why was Bigfoot killing people? Why was D.B. Cooper a part of this movie? It had nothing to do... It could have just been, like, Big Gay Bigfoot Murder Adventure, and it would have been the same movie. Like, D.B. Cooper had nothing to do with it. So, I have no idea. Do I recommend this movie? No. No one should watch this movie. If you're wanting a monster movie, don't watch this movie. If you want porn, don't watch this movie, because there's way better. Like, there is nothing good about Bigfoot versus D.B. Cooper. That was easily the worst movie I've ever seen in my life, really. I think in my entire life. And I remind you, I talked about last episode, I hunt down bad movies to watch aggressively. Like, that is what I do in my spare time for fun. And that was so bad that I couldn't like it. Like, there's plenty of movies that are bad that I adore. Like, they're terrible or stupid or just... Like, it's delightful to watch those. This movie just offended me. Like, I'm offended as a movie fan. I'm offended as a person who is attracted to men in any way. I'm offended as a human being at this movie. No one should watch this movie. Never watch this movie. In fact, never watch anything by Dick Chasen. Because I looked it up, and apparently that's the whole point. Is like all of his movies are vaguely monster movies, but it's just a lot of guys that walk around and take their shirts and pants off and pose in their underwear in front of a mirror. That's like the whole... That's his whole filmography, guys. I got duped, and I feel weird about this. I feel weird about even talking about it, because it makes me go like, ugh. But I wanted to share this because it was the weirdest experience of my life. As I'm watching this at like 4 in the morning, I'm just like, what is going on with this movie? I kept watching until like maybe an hour because I was just like, eventually D.B. Cooper has to fight Bigfoot. But in the time that I spent watching it, that did not occur, so I don't know if it ever occurs. It made me sad. That whole movie made me sad. That person makes me sad. It was terrible. Everything about that movie was terrible. Not in, like, a way that you'd enjoy. Like, I like Troll 2, which is a terrible movie, because it's just incomprehensible and insane. But this movie was just awful. It was just dismal. No good. No good at all. Can't recommend it ever. Anyway, I'm going to start work on... I'm going to find out the exact height for my... branch mining. We'll probably do an episode where we start branch mining and see if we can't find some diamonds right on camera, because that'll be exciting to find some diamonds. Once I find the diamonds, I think we're going to start enchanting. I might get some fire resist stuff and head on into the Nether, get a good bow or something, and try to find the necessary stuff for some alchemy. We're going to eventually go to the end and fight the dragon and beat the game is what I'd like to do. That's what I wanted to do last season. I never quite got around to it. I hear stuff again in the walls. It's always in the walls around here. And someday I'm going to find out what's living in the walls of my house, too, because I'd like to do that. But for now, I'm out of time. thanks for watching. We did a lot. We went off on a huge tangent, and that was a blast. I need to make more smooth stone. I think I've got enough, guys. Do you think I have enough stone to do that? It looks like I do. I will see you all in the next episode. Goodbye for now, everybody. Bye-bye.